I'm Sophie.
And I'm Katie. And welcome back to our second video. This is going to be a tutorial on sort of date night makeup and hair. Something a little bit more glamorous in sort of your everyday look. It is in two parts. So part one is the makeup and then part two is the hair. So carry on watching and we'll show you how to recreate this look.
I hope you enjoy it.
Bye!
Bye.
Okay, so to begin with, I've already primed and prepped Sophie's skin. Prepping for your skin for your bases is pretty much vital for any perfect flawless finish that you're trying to achieve. I started off with the MAC Fix It Spray. I just lightly mist this over her face. This creates a perfect base for anything else you're going to put on the skin to begin with. I also use it right at the very end of the look to make sure that it stays as long as you'd like it to. I then went on to using the Clinique pore minimiser. It's quite an old bottle, so the front logo's actually come off. You can still buy this stuff. It's absolutely incredible.
It lasts.
It does last. You only need literally a pea-size amount. And it's literally like an instant perfector, and it's incredible. Sophie's already loving it. So right now I'm going to show you how I do the foundation. I'm going to be using my MAC Pro Long Studio Fix foundation. This is NC15. Yeah, NC15. I'm going to be using it with my Real Technique stiffening brush. Personally, for foundation, for me, stiffening brushes are the best brushes to use. It gives a flawless finish, and you really can just work in and get in all to the little
nooks and
crannies of her face.
Doesn't sound right to say that.
No, I'm going to start off by putting. Sorry, I'm going to go out of camera shot for the minute because I need to stand up. I'm going to start off with doing 2 pumps on my hand. That's 3. Put my brush in it and work it in. Then I usually start from the middle of her face and I work my way out.
I feel like a princess.
When you're testing foundation, girls, the best place, I know a lot of us automatically when we go into Boots or any makeup shop, we test it on the backs of our hands here. The best way to actually test it is either along here or actually directly onto your neck, because that's where it shows your true colour. Because on the back of your hand it actually does tend to be a little bit darker than the rest of your skin. Just a little tip there.
Handy tip number 1.
So as you can see, I'm just really taking my time and working this into Sophie's skin. I'm only dipping my brush in very slightly, and then a little bit really does go a long way if you really work it in. So I'm just going to do the rest of Sophie's face and then I'll be back with you. Got foundation on it, usually covers my face quite well. Okay.
Ta-da! End of step 1.
See how smooth your face looks with a brush. There you go. Okay, so done her face, looking lovely. And the next step is going to be the eyebrows. There are so many different ways you can do your eyebrows, and I know there's so many videos online of how to do eyebrows. Personally, eyebrows is quite a different thing, difficult thing to film. I should have said that. Because everybody's eyebrows are completely different. But there is one key trick that you can use to make sure that you get your spacings and angles right. To begin with, I'm going to brush through Sophie's eyebrows using my Dior Backstage eyebrow brush. Sorry, Sophie, just cover your face up there.
That's really beautiful.
You definitely need one of these if you're going to start doing your eyebrows, because otherwise you don't want any silly flyaways or ones that aren't quite straight and flat to the face.
I hate those flyaways.
They are annoying because then you're not plucking them, then over plucking your eyebrows because you think, oh, I should get rid of that just one, and then it just absolutely ruins everything. Also, obviously filling in your eyebrows is perfect if you over pluck them, like I do quite regularly. But I just have to fill mine in.
I should get them waxed.
It's quite relaxing having your eyebrows like tweezed. I just put my nose on camera. Okay, and then the palette I'm going to be using is the HD Brows palette. I have been using this for absolutely ages and I absolutely love it. I've actually got 2 of these. This is the first one I bought. I actually was sent a little sample of it, and then that's how I fell in love with it. If you hold it,
I did one.
Like that.
Awesome.
Hold it by the thingy. The colour I'm going to be using today on Sophie's eyebrows is because she's a brunette, she's kind of the same, she's got the same skin colour as me, same hair colour as me, which is perfect. The one I actually use is this one here, and I know it looks quite light on camera, but it does actually go on a little bit darker. So this one so the next thing you want to do is get your angle brush, as Sophie will hold up for me. This is the Chanel one. It is really good. The fibres stay really, really tight, and they're quite harsh, which is good for getting your angle in right. And I will show you how to measure your eyebrows and get your angles in. Thank you. So, as before, I'm going to brush through Sophie's eyebrows. I usually brush up and then bring them down to make almost a point. And I'm going to get my angle brush, and using the very, very tip, the sharper tip of it, I'm going to literally put just this bit into the palette. Tap off any excess, and then using Sophie's nose, I'm going to start from the outer side of her nose. I'm going to push it up, and I'm going to draw a line. That is where Sophie's eyebrows will start. And then I'm going to use her nose again on the outer corner. I'm going to go up right through the middle of her eye, and I'm going to again tilt it up and make a mark. Can you see that? That little splotch is now the centre of her eyebrow. And that, if you're going to have points in them, that is the highest point of your eyebrow. It should always go dead through the centre of your eye. And then again, using her nose as a triangle, you're going to go up and outwards, make a point, and that's the outer corner of her eyes. So that now, you have your start, your middle and your finish. That using your nose is the way to make a template.
My nose is loving this attention.
Yeah, I'll just put my nail up your nose. And then tap off any excess. And then you're just going to start light brush strokes all the way through. I need to come around the front for this, I can't see. Then from the point, bring it down. And the next key to doing eyes is always having a concealer to tidy up any fallout, any sort of bad lines or uneven lines that are left on your eyebrows, or get rid of any unwanted brush strokes. So the brush I'm going to use is, again, a Chanel one, which is just a plain flat brush, which is just perfect for just wiping away and reshaping the eyebrows. The palette I'm going to use is my MAC palette. It's a concealer palette. These haven't actually been out very long. This is the light palette. And the colour I'm going to be using is NW10, which is this top one in the corner here. So again, thank you.
No worries.
You're going to get the flat brush, put it in it, just literally just wipe over it. Don't need to swish around in it. And then you just want to, from the bottom, just make a very, very slight line. And then just get rid of any unwanted brush strokes and really neaten it up. Bring that down. So it almost acts like a primer for the eyeshadow as well then. That's better. And then again, I'm just doing the same on the top. So again, just following her shape down, brushing that upwards so it blends into the foundation. And as you can see, that's one finished eyebrow. Do you reckon? Would you like it? Yeah? I'm just going to go do the other eyebrow and then we'll be back with you. Okay, so next I'm going to be doing Sophie's eyeshadow. I'm going to be using my Urban Decay Naked palette. This is Naked palette number 1. I absolutely love the Naked palettes. I'm a massive fan. They are perfect for night to day. And I literally buy them religiously as soon as a new one comes out. And fingers crossed they're going to do a 4th. The colours I'm going to use, because I want to do quite a bright lip, it's either a bright lip or dramatic eyes. So I'm going to keep the eyes really neutral. I'm going to use pink shimmery tones. So on the base I'm going to be using Virgin. And then on the lid I'm going to be using Sin. And then as a transparent translucent colour I'm going to be using Naked. Okay, so to put the base of Sin on, I'm going to be using this blending brush here. This is one actually out of a number 7 kit I actually got for Christmas. And the brushes are actually really good. I'm quite impressed with them. So I'm going to be using that one to do the base. Going to literally brush this over Sophie's lid. All the way over, right up to her brow bone. It's quite a light shimmery colour as well, so it's perfect for making a highlighter underneath that eyebrow, which will accentuate them even more. And that just makes a really gorgeous shimmer colour. Okay, so next I'm going to be taking the Sin colour. I'm going to be using my my Urban Decay brush, which actually comes with the palette. It's just a flat shading brush, which is perfect for this, and it really does gather quite a lot of colour. So again, I'm just going to brush this over just Sophie's lid. And it's really just going to build up that colour and that shimmer. No. And I use a patting motion to put it on the lid. You just pack in a lot more colour that way. So that's the lid done. As you can see, there's a lovely build up of colour now, and it's very subtle. Next I'm going to be using Naked for the transition colour. And for that I'm going to be using my Real Technique shading brush. And this is literally just I'm going to push this through her crease to highlight her sockets and really make her eyes pop. If you can just look up for me, Sophie. Okay, and then close your eyes again. Thank you. Now, it probably feels quite weird for Sophie for me to put in eyeshadow on so quite high up her eyes. And literally, you just really want to work this through the socket, because it really highlights the eye. I don't know why it's doing it. Sorry, Sophie's stomach's actually singing a song to us. I don't know why. Okay, if you want to look at, open your eyes for me, Sophie. And as you can see, her sockets look nice and sunk. Sunk. That one. I'm just going to quickly go back in with the colour Sin and just quickly reiterate what's on her lid, and also quickly go back in with Virgin above her brow bone, just here to highlight it. Just pack some little bit more Sin on. And then quickly go back on with some Virgin. From Virgin in my face. Okay, but open your eyes for me, Sophie. And there you go. Okay, so next I really want to keep Sophie's eyes quite open. So I'm going to run a train of white eyeliner on her waterline. And then I'm also going to take Hustle, which is the purple one on the end. I'm just going to run that with an angle brush under her eye just to sweep a little bit of colour under the eye, but I'm not going to take Hustle on the lid because I really want to keep that neutral. Okay, Sophie, for this bit, if you just want to look up for me. And then any fallout you'll probably get, just wipe away with a big fluffy brush. And then this will probably need to be blended quite a bit. Okay. And then that's one underneath. And then I'm just going to get a white eyeliner, just a plain Rimmel one, and I'm going to put this on Sophie's waterline.
Oh no.
It was really going to make her eyes pop.
Oh no.
You'll be fine. It's okay. And that's really made her eyes pop and opened her eye. I'm just going to do the other eye and then we'll be back with you. Okay, so that's both of Sophie's eyes completely finished now. So next, using the same concealer palette I used to clean up her eyebrows, I'm going to just take my Real Techniques
Brush.
dome brush. The names have come off of these and I bought them so long ago I can't actually remember what they're called. I'm pretty sure that was a dome brush. It's got a massive dent in it. I've had it for years. Obviously it's a massive dent, but I still love them. They're amazing brushes. So I'm going to take this brush, I'm going to conceal Sophie's face, I'm going to put it underneath her eyes in a triangle motion, both of them. I'm going to put some on her chin, and I'm going to put a little bit just on any other blemishes Sophie may have.
Which is a lot today.
Okay, so I'm going to start with just doing it underneath her eyes. I actually use two brushes for my concealing, so I use this one to brush it on with. Can you look careful for me please, Sophie? Always put a little bit around the nose as well. I'm going to put a little bit on her nose. Just a few blemishes on there. And then a little bit on her chin. Okay, so I brush it on with that and then I'm going to blend it in, again using the same stippling brush I used to do Sophie's foundation. And I'm really going to work that in.
Work.
You gotta work. You gotta. I think maybe I should make me a singing channel as well.
Yeah, maybe. So if you can't sing, so that's all good. Or you could sing.
I can sing.
Can you?
Yeah. Me. I have a good shower voice.
Do you?
Yeah. Really good shower voice.
Is that because it echoes?
Yeah, it just doesn't sound like me. And you see, it even gives Sophie a slight highlight to her face. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is do the powder on Sophie's face. This is going to set it and make her face nice and matte. Nice and nice?
Nice and nice.
Nice and nice.
Better than nice.
Doubly nice. Okay, I'm going to use a big fluffy brush, also from Real Techniques. Again, the bottom of this has actually fallen off because I've had my brushes so long. I do need to go brush shopping, which I'll probably do a vlog and a haul for. So I'll be using that. And my MAC Studio Fix powder. This is in NC20. And you see, it comes with a powder puff, but I don't actually use the powder puff. I just use the brush. Okay. So again, start off with the T-zone. I usually start with the T-zone. And I'm literally just going to pat it. I don't want to do any sweeping motion because I don't want to wipe off anything that we've already done. So if you pat it as well, it kind of packs, like, same with the eyeshadow on the eyelid, it packs more of it on. And it has better staying power.
It's a really soft brush.
Oh, it's lovely, isn't it?
Mm.
I love using this brush. And again, same with foundation, don't be scared to go down your neck. That way you've got definition and the colour is definitely blended in with the whole entire face. So make sure you get down the neck, across the mouth, in the crevices of the nose. Look up for me please, Sophie. And just under the eye where you've just put that concealer, so you can just lock that in. Look up in for me.
Looks so like rainy outside.
I know, it's horrible weather, isn't it?
Mm.
And
I can't
that's the
wait
powder
for
done.
shopping.
You've just wiped your nose.
Sorry. You're too good.
So that's Sophie's powder done. Okay, next I'm just going to use a slight bit of highlighter just to highlight the key features on your face where the light naturally hits it. So for that is for a T-zone. So you want to create the light on the top of the forehead, down the nose, and the cupid's bow of the lip, on the chin, down the sides of the cheeks here, and then underneath the eye a couple of dots. It's where the light naturally hits your face. And for that I'm going to be using my Real Techniques flat brush, which is perfect. Again, just the same patting motion. And then I'm also going to use my MAC Prep and Prime highlighting pen. I've only got this recently and I'm absolutely raving about this product at the moment. I absolutely love it. And it's just a click motion. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. So you only need 2 clicks.
2 clicks.
And I'm just going to brush it on Sophie's chin, like so. A slight bit in her cupid's bow.
Such a funny word.
Cupid's bow. I think it's a pretty word.
But it's you would never go, oh, my cupid's bow.
Down the arch of her nose. And then in her forehead as well. I'm just going to make little brush strokes as if a little bird's just walked on her head.
If a bird walked on my head, it would not leave that.
And I'm going to do a couple of brushes just under the eye. Again, 3 little lines. And this is really going to bring out a healthy glow in her skin. And then if you want to make a fish face for me, Sophie,
I don't want to do that.
please do that. And then you just want to get down these lines here. Just to highlight the sides of the cheeks. Okay, and then I'm going to blend this in with a brush. And you can see her face has got a lovely bit of highlight to it now. So if you just want to turn your face towards me so I can get to the corner. Thank you. Okay. And then that's Sophie's highlighting done. She
Ta-da.
keeps itching after I've done something for
I
her skin.
can't help it.
You're going to cut like,
Yeah.
skip all these bits.
I don't really know.
Okay, so next up is contouring to bring the cheeks in and creating the natural shadows, not the lights. For this I use, when I'm going out or doing a look which is quite strong and quite clubby and glamorous, I'll use an actual bronzer. But to keep it natural, and because like we're doing the bright lip, I do want to keep the face as natural as possible. So I'm actually going to use a brown brush, a brown blusher by MAC. It's Harmony by MAC. And it is literally perfect for contouring and creating shadows. I even use this when I'm doing the harsher contouring with the 2 foundation colours as a sort of a guideline and a base. And for that I'm going to be using this small fluffy face brush by, again, Real Techniques. Thank you,
They're very
Sophie.
soft.
They're very soft and they last for ages as well. So I'm literally just going to go in.
Is that ladybird on your window?
Probably.
No, look, there.
Maybe the spider will eat it.
That's horrible.
If you want to start do a fish face again for me, please, Sophie. And you want to get right in the hollow of your cheekbones. Start from the back of the face and work your way forward. And you really don't need a lot of this. Again, I find with MAC a little goes a long way. And you really want to work this in. I will do a separate video on contouring because you can do it with 2 different types of foundation and blend it all in. And I will do that for you.
did sound like Stu from Family Guy.
I will do that for you, Lewis. I will do that for you.
I will do that.
Okay, if you want to suck cheeks in again for me, please, Sophie. I'm actually using the other mirror, the other side of Sophie, to see what I'm doing on this one. I don't want to walk in front of you guys. Okay.
I look like you're on the Corpse Bride.
Okay, I've done the cheeks. You can stop looking like a fish now.
Yeah.
And so next I'm going to take the contour all the way up through the temples and up to the top of the head. Again, this is pretty much just using the excess left on the brush, because we're not doing a very, very harsh contour look. So again, I'm just bringing this round the hairline, especially highlighting the temples. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Going around your face on camera. Okay, also underneath the chin, just on these two sides here, your Cine contour, it'll really suck your jawline in and make it look a lot slimmer. And you want to get it just underneath here. Bring it right up to the front of the chin. And then last but not least, like I said, I'm not doing a lot of contouring to her. I'm just going to bring it down the bridge of her nose on the actual inside. And I'm going to start from the brow bone and gently just bring that down the sides of her nose. So you're not affecting the highlight you've just put in. And as well, you can put a tiny little line just over the middle of her nose. It just makes her nose on the end look a lot smaller. Not that she needs to, but some people like a smaller nose. So if you just bring that literally over the tip. Okay, so that's her face all contoured. Looking lovely.
Ta-da.
Ta-da! Okay, next I'm going to be using my MAC blusher palette. Obviously this one is self-made, this one's I've built up over time. I'm going to be using, so that one looks really, really orange.
It's not that orange though, it's just the camera.
It's not, it's just the camera. I'm going to be using this one here, Melba. It's perfect, it's just quite a natural peachy colour. And it will complement her eyeshadow just perfectly. Again with MAC, their stuff's quite highly pigmented, so you don't need to actually put your brush in it quite a lot. If you want to smile for me please, Sophie. And you literally just want to get the apples off her cheeks and slightly brush it up.
My smile was just going, nope, not anymore.
Okay, and then that's the blusher. And that's Sophie's blusher done. Okay, nearly coming to the end now. The next thing I'm going to use is I won't open this one because it's actually cracked everywhere, but I'm still using it, so I won't actually hold this up at all. It's Dior Diamond in Rose. It's just a shimmer powder, but like I say, it has cracked everywhere, but you can still use it. And for that I'm going to be using my Dior Backstage Fluffy Brush.
Fluffy!
And I'm literally just going to use this as another highlight just on top of her cheekbones here.
That is really soft, that's softer than the other one. Oh, that's so cracked.
It is massively cracked.
How did you do that?
It cracked in my bag. My amber one's done it as well. I've got a bronzing one as well, and it's done exactly the same. And literally just one brush stroke each side.
She's got to stop hitting people with her bag.
And do you know what? I'm going to bring a little bit down in the front of her nose. Because I can.
Because I can.
Okay, so that is it for the actual face itself. Next I'm going to be doing Sophie's lips. And for this I'm going to be using my Revlon lipstick, my Colour Stay lipstick. This is absolutely incredible stuff. They're really, really nourishing. They're almost like a butter rather than anything else.
Butter.
And this is in Raspberry Pie, number 10.
Raspberry pie.
And I love the names of them. They've got like Tutti Frutti, Strawberry Sundae. They don't smell of it though.
I think they just put it on my nose.
You better not. And
It doesn't smell of raspberry pie.
It's an angled stick as well, so it's perfect for using the top, very top bit if you haven't got a lip liner, to use that for lining in. I just touched it. Sorry.
That's okay, we're friends.
Okay, so if you want to make your lips natural, like that, just look straight ahead. And I'm going to come across the camera in front of this once just so I can get her lip line in. When I do lipstick on other people, usually I'd use a lip liner and then a pencil. But because it's Sophie, I know where she's been. It's fine. You have lovely full lips.
I need to cough. You know, in your head you think of something funny.
Well, don't think of anything funny. We're going to make some bloopers. Oh, so I need to cough.
That made me laugh.
Actually, that wasn't actually that bad, you laughing. You actually have me on the top of your lip. Okay, if you want to try open your mouth slightly. Oh my god, it's the darkest tunnel.
Oh my god. I keep thinking of white chicks.
Can you?
I'm sorry, but you know what you said about the full lips? It's like, oh, something down the... It's collagen. You know, on white chicks,
Yeah.
it's like...
I look like freaking Shrek. Okay, back to
Sorry.
lipstick. They're really good armrests. I'm really sorry.
You're making me cry.
Don't cry, just on your makeup. You have lovely lips, Sophie.
Thank you.
Guys, if you can just reach your lipstick at that. I don't. Yeah, but it can come from the front. Yeah, you might have over-exaggerated the whole lip movement.
I did.
Okay, stay still. And then if you do over-exaggerate the pushing your lips together like Sophie's just done, you can go, but it's usually the corners that will come off first. So just go back, literally just go back in and fill those back in. Okay, over on the front. That looks lovely.
Lovely. It's quite nice with the dress. Good colour.
Okay, and this is the finished look. So you've got quite a popping lip and a neutral eye. This is perfect for any sort of date night or any night out with the girls or just dinner. Something a little bit more fancy than what you'd wear every day. Okay, we hope you enjoyed watching. Bye!
Bye.